Hi everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Lauren and everyone at Snook for inviting me to talk to you guys today and for me to share my experiences with you. My name is Kate Pickering and I've been invited to talk because, like you, I had an idea. So my journey began in 2007. The landscape for design looked completely different to what it does now. And the system was even more complicated to tap into. Business Gateway was probably the most recognisable industry to go to, and they would run a mile as soon as they saw someone creative coming. But for me, it was the education system that let me down. I did not feel prepared for the world of work, not as half as prepared as what students are now when they go out. So I felt resentment against my university. I felt that I was taught how to make jewellery but not how to be a jeweller. So I saw a need and a gap in the system, and I wondered whether people felt the same. So the idea lingered in the back of my head, and feeling more and more frustrated about how we were treated at university, expected just to struggle and expected to struggle alone. And someone said to me, that's what makes you. If you can't hack the struggle and can't survive it, then you're not ready for the industry and you're not ready to work in it, which just didn't sit well with me and I didn't believe it. So fast forward a couple of years post Masters of Design, where I met the lovely Lauren Curry. And after we graduated, I sat down with Lauren, got out a big bit of paper, and she asked me, what do I want to do? I told her about the frustrations that I felt once I graduated in 2007, told her that we need something to kind of bridge this gap, something to help these jewellers going out into the world. And so we scribbled out some ideas, thought about my values, what are my drives, what are the reasons for doing it. And in that day, we came up with Vanilla Ink. So armed with an innovative idea, I applied for Starter for Six, which is run by the Cultural Enterprise Office, and it's a 6-month course that helps you develop your creative idea into a sustainable business. I'm not going to lie, every course that I went on, I cried. I found it very difficult, very challenging, but highly rewarding at the same time. It's a really wonderful initiative, and you had the chance to pitch for up to £10,000 worth of funding. I pitched for £10,000, but I was only awarded £3,000. And this was to take my idea online just to test it out and see how it worked in the market. So at that point, I was thrilled to get any sort of funding. But what I feel was lacking was the support afterwards. You got given this pot of money and then just pushed out the door and go spend it. Now, I know £3,000 maybe doesn't seem like a lot of money, but for me, it was. I've never spent that kind of money before, and I didn't know whether I was doing it on the right thing. I had no advice on who to choose to build my website, and I think I made a few mistakes that way. And so I spent a year online, but I wanted to take it further. I wanted to take it into the physical space. And so I approached Business Gateway, who are another great organisation, and they pointed me into the direction of Princess Trust. The Princess Trust was really great. They sat me down once a month and talked through the business idea, how it would work, how it would make money, until I was ready and comfortable to pitch in front of their panel. So I pitched, and I was awarded £5,000 worth of a loan there on the spot. And I was also told that it was the best pitch that they'd ever seen. This worried me slightly, just because, not that I don't think I have a good idea, but to be told I had the best pitch was a bit strange, and it made me worried about who are they giving money to if they think that mine was the best pitch. So again, that kind of threw alarm bells to me. So I was given the money, given the £5,000 into my bank account, and the communication just stopped again. And it's this point that I think is the most crucial in the success of any startup business. Great that you get big pots of money, but how do you spend that? How do you spend that wisely? How do you spend that for the future? And you're just, the initiatives that I went to just lacked that aftercare and that support. And to me, I feel that that's actually more valuable than the money itself. So it was last year that I was awarded the funding from PSIBT, and it allowed me to take Vanilla Ink into the real world. This is my studio. We have the biggest studio in Wasps in Dundee, and I kitted this whole place out with just the £5,000 that I was given. My dad helped me build the whole thing, so again, I saved money doing that, and I was quite thrifty with the money, so I was lucky to land on my feet, but who knows if I spent it in the right way. And so what it is what Vanilla Ink is, I'm sure you're asking, is that we are a unique space, and we bridge the gap from education into industry for jewellery graduates. So they come to us from all over the world. We've had people from London, Glasgow, Edinburgh, and this year we have someone from Israel join us, so we've gone international. We take on 8 jewellers into this fully equipped workshop. It has 24-hour access so they can work on their practice, but then we also offer monthly professional development classes to help them think about their business and how to put it into the industry. And we match them up with a mentor who they speak with one-to-one, and the mentors are from across all the design industries and all over Scotland. So we are a stepping stone in a safe, collaborative environment. We allow people to make mistakes, to test out ideas, to market things, a safe place to work. But it's now that I'm at a point where I need big help. Vanilla Ink has been going a year. It's been hugely successful in that year. The reputation has kind of rocketed, and I've done things that I wouldn't have thought possible within the year. I've been featured in Financial Times, I've won awards, been recognised within my industry, but also within the design industry. And it's really great. I have built up this really good reputation and a really good brand, but I'm kind of tired now of people saying, oh, you must be doing so well, because I'm not. I've been going a year and I've not once paid myself. And that's not good. That's not how a business should run. And I need the support, and I need to know how to actually make this work and how to make it sustainable. I recently lost my job lecturing at the university, so I completely rely on Vanilla Ink, but just right now it's not generating any money. So I've thrown my hands up and I've asked for help. And if I don't get it, in October 2014, Vanilla Ink will shut its doors and it will be no more. And all the good things will kind of just be forgotten about. But since then, I've found that people don't want that to happen, that people won't let it happen, and they're willing to work with me to make it work and create a truly sustainable business that I can, secure my future in. I am known for my honesty, and I'm not going to bullshit my peers. I'm not going to say it's all rose-tinted glasses and it's been a great experience and all this kind of stuff. It has been hard. Running a business is hard work. There's challenges I never thought I would have to face. You hit brick wall after brick wall, but I've been given a glimmer of hope, and just recently I've told that I'm going to gain support over the next 2 years, a salary to myself while I work on trying to create Vanilla Ink to be sustainable. I'm not one for hands out. I want Vanilla Ink to be sustainable. I want it to run itself. I don't ever want to be chasing the next check or the next funding bid. I want it to work on its own. With very little public funding, I've brought this place into fruition, and I kind of need to give myself credit for that. And it's quite incredible what has been achieved, but I also now need to recognise when I need to ask for help. I've since discovered that you can't just write an application, send it off and hope for the best. You actually have to build up a rapport with the people that you want the funding from. You have to build up a relationship, and you have to put yourself in their eye line. Thankfully, I was already in their vision, so I don't have to plead with them too much. They already recognise that I'm doing good things, and people believe in the work that I'm doing. And they want to see Vanilla Ink succeed. But without the right guidance and without the right support, it can easily drown. Like I said, I'm not just looking for money shoved in my face. I need the support. most of the time that's worth so much more. It's crucial to the survival of Vanilla Ink and to any startup business. So my advice to you, starting out in a kind of creative environment, is be honest with yourself. Don't just make up the numbers and figures, because maybe a couple of years down the line these things won't add up. Be honest with yourself when things don't work. Don't be precious with your idea, admit it. Admit failure and move on and learn from the mistakes. Welcome the mistakes, because you can learn so much from that. You can't plan for everything. Sometimes you just need to expect the unexpected. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Organisations and programs like Nightriders, they're here for a reason. They're here to see you succeed, and they want to help you. But don't be afraid to tell them when they're wrong and when things aren't working for you, because that's the only way that they learn, and that's the only way that they can help. So on that note, good luck with everything, and I am going to stick around for questions on Twitter afterwards. I am at Vanilla Ink UK. So tweet me if you have any questions or anything you want to ask. Okay, enjoy the rest of your night. Bye!